Jared and Katie's best of. What is the best scary movie you've ever seen? Call us right now, 800-682-1075. Let's go to Chris. Chris, what's the best scary movie you've ever seen?
I'm going to say The Conjuring, but I also like Dead Silence, too, if you've never seen that.
Dead Silence.
Conjuring, yeah.
Conjuring was scary.
Yeah, that's
very
the
scary.
Conjuring house that's in... Why does it sound like a clock's going
I don't know.
I think it's
I don't
his
know.
turn
I think Chris is in character right now.
The Conjuring is a house that is in Rhode Island, where I'm from, that you can take tours of and sleep the night. They have different experiences now. You can sleep in the basement, I believe.
Yeah, we were going to try to stay there for Halloween, but
Hey, wait, is The Conjuring the one with the doll?
no. Well, no. That's Annabelle.
No. What's in The Conjuring?
They're like basically satanic type things.
Is that the one with the house?
There's a
in Rhode
house and it's
Island?
in the basement. Yes, the Conjuring house.
And
Okay.
Lorraine Warren called to help a family terrorized by a dark presence in their farmhouse.
Okay, then that's what. And then now, it's like sold out. They have offerings where you can stay outside, like in a tent or something.
Yeah, we wanted to go for Halloween, but
Well,
maybe not this
y'all
year.
wanted to go for Halloween.
I mean, I'm not excited to be terrified, but I thought it'd be like fun for the show.
Yeah, as
team
a
building for
group.
sure.
There's
Yeah.
nothing fun about that. That's like fun.
So scary.
Fun.
It's so odd that Matt is such a baby
I
about
know.
horror movies.
Hate scary movies.
Well, I leg wrestled someone who's very weak, so I kind of see.
What is enjoyable about like actively hoping to get the crap scared out of you? Like that doesn't
Nothing.
make sense to
Do
me.
you like
with
roller?
you.
Do you like
But
roller
that's
coasters?
that's a physical thrill.
But it's
You're going
scary,
through
though.
something. It's more of a thrill than
But it's the
being
same-
The
scared.
difference
Same
is
idea.
the roller coaster's real and the horror movie's not.
Good
That's
point.
what you say.
And
That's what you say.
And I'll watch a horror movie. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? But it's kind of that adrenaline.
Yeah.
What's the best scary movie you've ever seen? Let's go to AML. Jose, what's up, Jose?
Good morning, Jared and Katie. Polar Express 2. The best movie I've seen, the
Horror.
scariest movie I've seen. Do what?
Yeah, go ahead. Jason was
I'm
correct.
sorry,
as
I thought
usual.
Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Jason. Hush up, man. Hills Have Eyes.
That is a really good, underrated horror movie. It was made twice.
And so
Like-
it's a movie?
Yes.
What's the one that sounds similar to this, but it's a series?
The House on Haunted Hill.
That's what it was.
That's also very
Oh,
good.
I heard bad things about
The
it. I mean, like
crooked-
scary.
The crooked neck lady in there. Oof.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good one. The Hills Have Eyes. It's sometimes you see those people in Walmart. If you've seen the movie, you're like,
You get it?
but it's like basically, anyways, people who were in an area where there's like nuclear testing done.
Got it.
And they stayed and they live in the mountains and then they come out and they attack people and
Okay.
it's scary. It's really scary. All right, let's go to Christian. Christian, what is the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Probably Ju-On.
What is it?
Ju-On? Is that like
Yeah, it's the original version of The Grudge.
Oh, okay. The Grudge. People like The Grudge. So
Could have just said The Grudge.
yeah, Christian trying to be fancy with it.
He's like, you don't know about Ju-On?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Ju-On?
So is Ju-On better than The Grudge?
Yeah.
Okay.
In my opinion, it is. There's this one scene that always really gets to me where it's like they're kind of doing like a weird backwards crab crawl, but it has that kind of stop motion
Oh,
jerkiness to it.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's one of the few things that really just always gets to me in horror.
All right, thank you very much. Amanda, what's the scariest movie or the best horror movie you've ever seen?
Nosferatu.
Say that again?
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Okay.
She has her radio on.
Nice.
All right, and what is that basically about? Can you do like a brief summary or no?
So it's like the lead up, like Bram Stoker's Dracula. This was taken from it, but it's like an old German film. So it's from like the early 1900s, and it's all silent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Released in 1922.
All right.
Okay.
Our GM, I think, was 14. Anyway, thank you, Amanda. So, 800-682-1075. What's the best horror movie you've ever seen? Squid.
Fresh on my mind, Smile. I told you you need to add it to your list
Oh,
of
yeah.
horror movies to watch.
I'm going to add it.
Smile. Makes you. It's one of those movies like a horror movie that makes you scared like any time of the day, not just at night.
Okay.
And like can be anywhere in public or anywhere. You're like, you know what? I might be killed right now. So
Was that a big movie?
It was fairly big. It was 2020.
It's fairly recent.
Fairly recent.
2021,
In the last couple of
2022.
years.
You'll see the cover photo or whatever, and it's this really creepy smile. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about Smile. Yeah, and that's just the freshest one on my brain. So Smile.
All right, Matt. I know you don't like scary movies.
No, the one that I watched halfway out of a blanket, halfway under a blanket,
Yes.
was Sinister
Oh yeah, I've heard that's a good
with
one.
Ethan Hawke. I think early 2010, like maybe 2011, 2012,
I'll add
something
that to
like
my
that.
to my movie list.
It just like I seriously, my wife Hannah and I had just started dating like a couple months prior, and this was when she was like, "Okay, I can't watch these with you."
Yeah.
Because we got a blanket. I stayed under a blanket. I couldn't do it. And it's one of those
That's
things where it's like
hilarious.
they're in the house and there's noise coming from the attic, and the dad's
Oh,
like, "I'll
yeah.
go check alone." And I'm like, "The hell?"
Yeah, why?
If that happened in my house, everybody's
tough.
waking up. Everybody's coming with me. 'Cause
Yeah.
when they're all
Yeah.
together, nothing ever happens.
I
It's only when you
know.
go by yourself, idiot.
I know. Every time.
Every time.
These silly people.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Katie, what about you?
So I don't love a lot of horror, like with the jumpy kind, but the best horror movie I've ever seen is Silence of the Lambs.
I love that movie. It's
just
so good.
It's just a psychological mind, you know what?
Mhm.
And then I think that really prepped me for my love of all of like the Datelines and then the documentaries that we're seeing, like crime documentaries and crime podcasts and stuff like that. So, yeah, the Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
That doesn't sound scary, but it
It
is.
It is. When
Word.
Jodie Foster goes and said, "Have you seen?" No. Then he said, then she's
Word.
leaving.
Word.
You're a great big fat person.
Buffalo Bill.
Great big- He just couldn't wait to say he was a fat person.
And we like to say, "Fur, pur,
Great
fur."
big fat person.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
And Jodie Foster's character was like,
What?
or Clarice was like,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how to answer that.
That's one
Yeah.
thing, I guess. For me, Hereditary.
Oh.
Hereditary, because
Yeah, that's good.
when after I watched it,
Mhm.
I literally couldn't, and I knew it. I went to bed. I was like, it's just a movie. I had to tell myself, this was like 3 years ago. This is just a movie, and I was up all night. Had to work the next day. I didn't sleep at all. And then I was
Dang.
like, if my hand like went off the side of the bed, and it had nothing to do with. There's nothing about hands off the side of the bed, and I like put myself seriously under the covers and put like a pillow wall around me
Well,
Wow.
because that
helps.
would stop
Say.
it. That would stop Satan.
It would.
Yeah.
Or any sort of murdering
That
intruder.
is a messed up movie.
It's really it definitely messed my mind up the most.
Wow.
Hereditary. And the acting is so good. Toni Collette. That'll be on my list. Katie, yours is on my list. Jason.
Okay, good.
Oh gosh, this is a close one. I mean, it's probably not the scariest anymore, but I think it set the precedent for a lot of scary movies, and the music and how it was done to me is probably the original Halloween.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
done on a very cheap
Yeah,
budget, but
it's good.
it really set the precedent for like these Scream movies that you have actually a killer going after you. Somehow the killer is walking, but the girls are running, and they always catch up. So that to me was probably overall the best horror movie. But I'm going to give Shining, the story of The Shining, because there's a lot of controversy of that movie, whether it was good or not, because the story itself by Stephen King, the book, apparently was a lot better, but I didn't read the book before the movie. So I thought the story of The Shining
It's great.
was very good.
Neither one of those will be on my list, but
Back to the nose.
In your face.
everything Jason suggests, I'm like, no,
No,
not on my 31
Don't
days
have
of horror.
time.
No, I actually think both those are on there. All right. So speaking of, wait, one more call real quick.
Why do I even
And I would say Signs, but I don't think that's a horror movie.
Yeah, I think we looked up. It says
I think
sci-fi
it's-
horror.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
psychological thriller, I think.
And
Yeah.
also
It's M.
that.
Night Shyamalan, so that's kind of his area.
That's what he does. But yeah, it doesn't seem because there's aliens. You don't think that way. But
Right.
Kim, what's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Jeepers Creepers.
I've never seen
cool.
that.
I haven't either.
I've heard it's great
Oh,
though.
wow. It is awesome.
All right, thank you so much.
I'll give this list to you just
All
in
right,
case
thank
you
you.
need it.